Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is my second video. Thank you everybody who is subscribing and did subscribe. Thank you for being patient with me and staying with me from this time of me recording my videos to getting to where we have to be. So, once again, my name is Adriana. People call me Adri, whichever one you prefer, really doesn't matter. This is my YouTube channel, XOXO Adri, with 2 I's and 2 A's, so yeah. Okay, so in my last video I talked about who I was, what high school was like, how elementary was, and who my family was, and blah blah blah. In this video, I'm going to be talking about my Job Corps experience. Yay! Okay, yay kinda. Anyways, if you like the video, don't forget to subscribe and watch me more and more and more as I go through my journey. Hopefully, I get my own reality TV. And the people who told me on Facebook to do this and want to hear my story, I love all of you guys. Okay, so, I was 16 years old when I first went to Job Corps. I went to Job Corps in Roswell, New Mexico. I never knew what Roswell was. I didn't know, it was a place. And I didn't know what Job Corps was. I thought it was just child labor. I didn't know what it was. So, I went back in 2011. Like I just said, I was 16. I went in December. My dad took me out there. It was kind of difficult, I didn't really want to stay out there, but my dad said that it was the best choice for me when I had dropped out of high school and then the bullying that I went through. So, yeah. I cried. I cried like a freaking baby. I'm sorry if I'm confusing you guys. I'm trying to look into the camera, but then I'm trying to look at myself, so I'm just going to look at myself. I feel comfortable doing that. I might go back and forth. Okay. I cried like a baby. My dad almost took me back home. He almost gave me one more chance, but I had to choose to be an adult and make my dad proud. So I chose to stay at Job Corps. Okay, so I met my intake. It was nothing but guys. And this is my first video. I mentioned that growing up, I had guy friends, but they were younger than me. So when I had all these guys in my intake that were older than me, I was kind of intimidated. Not intimidated. That's probably not the word. Uncomfortable, because I wasn't used to hanging out with older guys. I wasn't used to hanging out with young guys that weren't my age. Because I didn't know how guys are my age. I just knew that they were assholes, they were pigs, and they were rude. So the intake is the people you go in with are the people you're supposed to graduate with. Okay, I was the only girl in my intake. I still talk to 3 or 4 guys from my intake. I have 2 on Facebook and the other, I don't really know. They were great. They made me feel comfortable eventually, My mentor showed us where we're going to be living. I got to live in a co-ed dorm. It was like Zoe 101. To me, I was yeah, but then when I realized it was nothing like Zoe 101. It was more like college, with no rules. Or rules that you just didn't follow. So in the co-ed, this is the guys and this is the girls. I had a really good roommate when I first got there. She was really, really sweet. I still talk to her from this day, and she's awesome. What else? We went on winter break, so I really just met my roommate, and that's it. My mentor and my intake. We went on winter break. We came back. We were in pre-dorms for right now, because we had to wait for the rest of the people to come back to campus to go back to our old dorm, so we were all just on one floor. Again, co-ed floor. We were just staying there until everybody got back and we went back to our normal floors. I met another friend out there. I don't know if she knows that I'm talking about her, but she's awesome, and we got really close. We bumped heads and we kind of lost contact, but we're friends again, and thank you for being there for me when I didn't have nobody. I went to a back to school dance, and it was weird, whatever. Well, when I first got to Job Corps, I really was no, I'm not gonna be in no relationship. I'm gonna get my high school diploma, I'm gonna get my freaking CNA, and I'm done. I don't know if I didn't mention that in the beginning, but I went there for my high school diploma and to obtain my CNA, Certified Nursing Assistant. So, I really didn't want any guys. There was a guy there that was kind of obsessed with me. I'm not trying to sound all cocky, all the guys wanted me, because, no, I don't really care. But he was really, obsessive, and it was kind of a headache. So, anyways, back to the moral of the story. I went to that dance, and this is where I met my boyfriend. And I'm not going to say his name. I know most of you guys know who he is. Some of you don't, so whatever. But we're going to just call him Bob, okay? So, I remember the first day I got there. when we got back from campus and we were at that dance, he said I was cute, and I was only 16 at the time, okay? Let's all remember that. So my friend was like, oh, he's 20, and I was like, dang, a 20-year-old likes me, like, I'm doing something good in my life. You know, I was young, whatever. So sorry. I was like, oh, okay, cool, like, tell him I said hey, you know? And she's like, he wants to, like, meet you, and I was like, well, tell him to go to the light, because I don't know what he looks like. And I just wanted to make sure he was, like, good-looking, because, yeah. He went to the light. I really didn't say yeah. I just said yeah just to say yeah, you know? I was like a 16-year-old. I'm not going to let a 20-year-old slip by me. So I was like, yeah, he's cute, you know? He ended up being cute. Whatever. This is the same guy that told me that I was alright. Okay, so one day that guy that was obsessed with me from Job Corps, we were sitting in the recreation center and Bob was playing pool. And he was like, what do you think about Adriana? And like, Bob was like, she's alright. And I was just like, I don't really care what you say, okay? So, it doesn't bother me. This is the guy I ended up falling in love with. Crazy, right? I know. So, anyways, one day, it was like a Friday night or something, I saw Bob again. My roommate, her boyfriend was Bob's roommate at the time. So, she, like, told me everything about him. And me and that roommate kind of still talk, but not really. Like, I don't really know where we stand right now. Like, you may hate me, but I still care for you. And I still, like, you know, like you. Anyways, so I saw Bob, and I was like, hey, did you get my number? Did my friend give me my number? And he was like, yeah, I got it. I'll text you. And I was just like, rude. Okay, you know? Went back to my dorm. I was talking to my roommate, and she was just like, yeah, he's a good guy, da-da-da. He really didn't date anybody here. And I was like, oh, cool, you know? And I remember this is still, like, December. And I was like, oh, cool, you know? Yeah, this was like the last week of December. I don't know. I don't know. And he texted me. He's like, hey. And I was like, hey, you know, with like 2 eyes all stupid. And then like he asked to call me. And then my friend that I first met in Job Corps, that after I came back from winter break when I hung out with her, me and this other friend that I met, she was right across the room from me. And she's awesome. And we still talk to this day. So if you know that I'm talking about you, I love you. Anyways, all 3 of us went to Walmart. And I saw Bob there with his friends. This is the worst thing that could ever happen, okay? So, my 2 friends are older than me. We were in the, like, the tampon aisle and stuff, you know, we're right next to the condom aisle. And I was just like, what? Like, extra, holding a freaking condom box. And here comes Bob. And he just looks at me and laughs. I turned as red as a freaking tomato, and I'm like, oh my god. You know, this is embarrassing. Well, I had bought some hygiene stuff like shampoo, hairspray, conditioner, you know, you name it. I bought all that stuff. And I bought like a Hello Kitty plate. I love Hello Kitty plate I love Hello Kitty in case nobody knows that knows me, or like, yeah. Anyways, I love Hello Kitty, okay? So, I was in front of Bob, and my dorm advisor was in front of me, and she was like, Bob, you better buy that girl, all her stuff if you're gonna be hitting on her. And I was like, no, I got it. Like, I'm fine. Like, I got money. You know, my dad sent me money. I'm good, you know? And he was like, I'll do it. And I was just like, no, you don't need to. And so, like, I was paying for all my stuff, and he paid for all of it. You know, it was like $23, so it wasn't really big. You know, but back then I was just like, hey, you know, that's really nice of a guy to do that for me. So he did it for me, and it was a sweet gesture. Then, like, the next week he asked me out on a date. It was a double date. And we went to the mall. Well, in Roswell, it wasn't really a mall. It was more like a hallway. So we called it the hall. So we went on a date. I was texting my dad at this time, okay? And he was like, I'm going to go see you. And I was like, okay, yeah, you know, whatever. And so I was eating this Chinese restaurant with Bob. Best chicken fried rice you'll ever have in Roswell, New Mexico. Oh, it's awesome. And my dad was like, where are you? I was like, I'm next to Claire's at some, like, Chinese restaurant. Why? And, like, I see this 4-foot little chubby Mexican man with a mole. A little mustache, and I'm like, oh my god, there's my dad. So I was like, excuse me, like, I asked Bob to move, and I'm like, Dad, hey, why are you here? Where's my mom? Where's my sister? Like, what are you doing here? And he's like, oh, I came to visit you. And I was like, you did? Oh, okay. Bob, I didn't ask him to come and stand by me. And he's like, hi, my name's Bob. I'm your daughter's friend. And my dad was like, you're my daughter's friend. And I was like, yeah, he's just a friend. That's it. He's just a friend. We're just having dinner. Like, he's actually going back to campus on. He was like, yeah, I'm going back to campus. He's like, okay, I'll catch you at campus. And I was like, okay, cool. So I was thinking in my head, like, I just ruined my chances with this guy, and my dad's gonna beat my ass. So, yeah. My dad starts asking 21 questions. What's his social security? Has he been jailed? How old is he? Whatever, you know? And I'm just like, he's just a friend. Well, but that passed, whatever. And he's like, how come you didn't introduce me to your dad? And I was like, because, like, we're not even dating. We're just, like, on a date. Like, what the hell? And so we were just, like, always together. Even though we weren't dating, like, we were always together. He always texted me. He bought me food. He did this, like, you know. And one night we were hanging out. We always hung out at this special tree in Job Corps, and it really, like, you know, meant a lot to me. January 19th of 2012, he asked me to be his girlfriend. And I was like, yeah, you know, I'll be your girlfriend. And I got my first New Year's kiss from him. I was so scared. I thought he was going to stick his tongue down my throat, but it didn't happen that way. So we started dating. We broke up in February. We were back together. We became, like, in love. Like, I fell for him so hard, and vice versa. You know, I can't speak for him, but I'm just thinking of what I saw from him. You know, everybody, like, said we were cute together. We wore, like, matching clothes. We were one of those weird couples. Yeah, I know. And, like, we spent every day together. He always walked me to the dorm, always walked me back. You know, it was awesome. It was awesome, like, when we were young. So, in Job Corps, I had fun. You know, I didn't really know a lot of people because I was always up my boyfriend's butt, and, like, he was always up my butt. But I met a lot of good girls there, like, my really good friend there. I don't want to say nobody's name on camera, but I hope you know who you are. You're short, and she's so pretty. And she's been there for me, whatever. I had her in trade. I, like, lived, like, right down the hallway from her. She was awesome. She always there for me. Like, when I was pregnant in Job Corps, she always, like, stood up for me and, like, just, like, made sure, like, I was okay. And, like, she's still a really great person from this day. And we talk. We don't talk all that, like, every day, but we still talk. And she's awesome. And her son is adorable. Anyways, so I met a lot of people there. It was fun, you know. To the girls that thought that I hate you, I don't hate you. There's just somebody in your friends that didn't like me, and so that I didn't like you, so you didn't like me. And I never said that. I liked everybody there. I probably disliked, like, 3 people, but I had my reasons, okay? And if you guys want to know those reasons, you could write on the comments to tell you guys those reasons, and I'll probably put it in a video. But, anyways, like I was saying, I had, like, my drama, then I didn't have my drama, then I had friends, then I didn't have friends, but I knew a lot of people there. I was just at my boyfriend's butt 24/7, so I really didn't know a lot of people at a personal level, but at Job Corps now, I know them on a personal level. Anyways, so, my birthday came around, and Bob is this guy I lost my virginity to. He is the father of my daughter. Yeah, so, I lost my virginity to him in March of my birthday. Yeah, anyways, we're gonna skip past that big old commotion. He left in May. He graduated from his trade, and, you know, he already had his high school diploma, so he went back home. I stayed there, you know. May passed by, you know. Then comes June, you know, it was on summer break. I had another roommate, and she's, like, my big sister, and at first, like, she thought I didn't like her, but I was like, I've always liked you. I always thought she was, like, a really pretty girl from, like, Job Corps and stuff like that. I thought, like, she was so pretty, like, she couldn't talk to me because I wasn't pretty enough, you know? And we were really good roommates. She always bought me hot and spicy McChickens, and I know you know that I'm talking about you. Well, I hope you do. But you're awesome, and you always remind me of my big sister that was at home, but you always, like, replaced her for me when I needed you at the moment. So, in June, I found out that I received a blessing from God, and I was pregnant. I didn't know what I was having. I was hoping and praying every day to have a little girl. My roommate knew because, you know, I was throwing up. You know, she was the first person I told around me. I told my parents, and they're kind of disappointed, scared. My family was scared, you know. I was only 17. I was 17 when I got pregnant. And it's okay, you know. You could be 16, but 15. It's on you, you know? So, that even brought me closer to Bob. So, I went and saw him from the summer. It was great, blah, blah, blah. You know, whatever. I came back to Job Corps. We fought a lot in July, sorry. I thought we weren't going to make it. I was like, great, I'm like 17 and not going to make it, you know? He told me that he was going into the Marine Corps. So, after I left Job Corps, we had planned to move together, and he was going to go into the military with the Marines, and so it was kind of like a big thing to me. I was like, you're going to leave me for like 3 months? What? It's like, what? Anyways, so I left Job Corps August 2012. I left with my high school diploma due to the fabulous teachers there that helped me, and I obtained my certified nursing assistant certificate from my awesome instructor and all my friends there that helped me. I was only 17. I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything, but I was 17 when I graduated, and I was 17 when I got my CNA. So, yeah, it was kind of big to me. I kind of felt smart, and I taped out of math, so I felt really smart. And that was my journey in Job Corps. I loved it. You know, I met the man of my dreams. I met great friends. I had a fun experience. People were so sweet to me. Some people weren't, whatever. I made some long-term friendships and some short-term friendships. I met everybody there. I loved everybody. I'm sorry if you ever thought I hated you, because I don't. I have no hate for anybody around me, okay? I'd dislike 3 or 4 people from there, but we have our problems. That's just pretty much wraps it up about Job Corps. You know, I really didn't have the fun life because I was always up my boyfriend's butt. But I ended up pregnant in Job Corps, but I also left with my CNA and my high school diploma. So that's that video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, okay? That's all on Job Corps. I know you're probably like, boring, because yeah, I was always up my boyfriend's butt like I just mentioned. Anyways, so in my next video, I'm going to talk about me moving to the destination I moved to with Bob. Him going into the Marines, leaving for boot camp. If I was having a boy or girl, well, I mean, if I told you in my first video I have a daughter, then I obviously just ruined it. Well, how it was to, like, you know, be alone for 3 months when you were pregnant. And yeah, that's what we'll talk about in the next video, and then eventually we'll get into how we started drifting away. We'll get into when I got married. That next video, so we'll talk about when I got into married. Okay, so I don't want to talk away your guys' ears because I don't want you guys to have to watch like a 30-minute video of like, this bitch talks too long. Okay, anyways, so this is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you subscribe, and I hope you keep watching me through this journey, okay? I love you all. Yeah, so have a good day. Have a good night, whatever time it is over there, okay? Love yourself, love your children, love your mom, love your dad, and always stay happy. No matter what you go through in life, you're gonna be okay. I promise. Subscribe to me and watch my videos. I love you all.